How's it going, guys? My name is Damien. Welcome back. Bringing you a bonus video today, sharing my thoughts and opinions on Barry Allen and Patty Spivot, who is his main love interest for season 2 of The Flash. I decided to do this because I received a question about it, and I also saw comments about people discussing it and some people not being too fond of the idea between the two of them. So, as a Barry and Iris supporter, I wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on it because I know that it's not going to please a lot of people this season, especially with the progress they made last season with her finding out that he's the Flash and his declaration of his feelings for her and everything like that. But the way I said this in one of my reviews, I believe it was for the season premiere, but the way they're handling the show right now, it would feel wrong, I guess. I guess a lot of you guys could really try to think about it, but it would feel wrong for Iris to move on from Eddie Thawne and start dating Barry. Let's just say, hypothetically, we look at the situation where they're at. Now, Eddie died, and it wasn't like he was a bad guy. He wasn't a bad boyfriend or anything like that. He proposed to her. He was moving their relationship forward. So you really just couldn't hate him. It's not like he was doing something or he was indeed like a reverse Flash. If they had gone that route or something like that, or Cobalt Blue, whatever they wanted to do with him, they could have done different things with his character, and they didn't do it just yet. So I believe he will come back at some point, but that's in the future. So it would feel really, at least if I were in that position, I think I would feel pretty guilty to Eddie sacrificed himself to save all of them in the grand scheme of things, and for her to just move on with Barry Allen, it would be just, I guess it just wouldn't be right. So they need a little bit more time. At least it wouldn't be right if it was that quick. So a little bit more time would be at least just healing the wounds, let's say, and as time goes on, then it would be an okay transition. But they're also doing this because, they want to set up character growth. They want to flesh out the characters some more and have them on different paths, at least accomplishing some goals of their own, and then bring them back together. Now, I don't actually have an issue with Patty Spivot. I actually like their chemistry together. I like her character so far on season 2, but I'm also not opposed to the two of them having a relationship because in the new 52 comics, he is dating Patty Spivot, so it's not exactly like it didn't happen. It's not like the fans who want Barry and Caitlin together where they've never ever happened before, or the Oliver and Felicity that never happened before. This is canon officially, so them coming together is not really a big deal to me. I know that down the line, Barry and Iris will be together. They're just, in a show like this, they're just not going to play their big cards just yet. You have to wait a little while before they officially come together. And, they have to provide tension, anticipation. They want to build up, lead on for at least 2 more seasons. This is only the 2nd season of the show, and they have a lot more stuff they're going to do. A lot more heroes they're going to bring on, a lot more villains, crossovers. Episode 8 this season is the rumored crossover between Arrow and the Flash, so that should be good. But as far as the writers are concerned, they're really just trying to pace themselves with the amount of reveals and content that they actually give the viewer. So pushing a Barry and Iris relationship right now wouldn't really make too much sense. I mean, if you compare it to, I guess, well, it would make sense, but it would just be too soon as far as a writer's perspective. You want to save some of the big stuff for a little bit later on. If you look at Arrow in comparison, a lot of people liked Oliver and Felicity together since the 1st season, but it took them 3 seasons officially to come together, and now we don't know how long it's going to last in season 4. Anything could happen. She could die, they could change, they could break up, who knows what could happen. They could write something completely different for the next season, and it's just the way these types of shows work. So I fully expect something like that, some type of pattern similar to that with Barry and Iris. Now, back to Barry and Patty. Their scenes have been really great. I think she reminds me a lot actually of Felicity. She's a little bit similar, a little bit nerdy, so she's more techie. She really just appeals to that side of Barry that can watch a really horrible, like when they talked about like movies and stuff like the shark movie, like they were basically making a reference to like the Sharknado type movies and stuff like that. So a really horrible movie or a really good movie, they really click on things like that. So they have that interest in scientific fields. They clash they don't really clash in many ways. So them together, I I sign off on it. I'm totally okay with that. I actually want more scenes between the two of them because Barry and Iris haven't been having a lot of scenes, and even though I'm watching the show as someone who really looks for the superhero themed elements, I still need some kind of romantic fix. It's got to be there. So between the two of them, if that's what they choose to do, then that's great. Because Barry and Iris, they're in a different place. They're just friends now, and they're not having a lot of scenes in general anymore. One scene if you're lucky, two at the most seems like what it's going to be for the first half of the season. But whereas last season it was really scene intensive between the two of them, a lot of dialogue, a lot of exchanging of words basically went down. But yeah, I really enjoy Barry and Patty together. I hope that they can do some official dating stuff. I imagine at some point, I think what would actually be interesting is if they did during the crossover, at some point they have a double date of sorts, like Oliver and Felicity, Barry and Patty. It could be interesting. It's a possibility. I think that would be kind of cool. I also love how they continue to acknowledge the universe. That's really, really good. So introducing Patty to Oliver Queen and Felicity would be really cool as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about it. Are you opposed to Barry and Patty together? If you're a WestAllen shipper, do let me know. I know it's not going to be the end game. I totally support them for now because I know where the characters are, and I understand that it takes time, and it'll be by season 3 or season 4 of The Flash, depending how long they want to take this show. They can definitely bring them together at some point, but we all know it's going to happen. There's no way they actually throw out the Flash TV show with Barry Allen and Iris West and don't have them come together. It's impossible. So it will definitely happen. Just be patient and enjoy new possibilities, as Barry stated during that last episode last week. And we'll see just what happens tomorrow night on the new episode of The Flash. So thank you guys for watching, listening. Share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Subscribe if you're new. Leave a like on the video. And I will see you guys tomorrow night for my review of The Flash. Thank you for watching.